Well, hello and welcome to this week's Mayoral video, and today we're in Boort. Normally sunny Boort, but most of Loddon has been covered in this fog and gloomy weather for the past 5 days or so now, but we're hoping we'll get a bit of sun next week. I'm here joined by Councillor David Weaver from the Boort ward. Thanks for being with us today, David. It's great to be in your ward, and it's great to be here at the Boort Rec Reserve, where you've played a lot of footy over the years, coached a lot of footy, and there's a big derby coming up this week against Boort-Wedderburn.
Yeah, that's right, Dan, and thanks, Dan, for coming up today. Yeah, Saturday's the big grudge match between Boort and Wedderburn. They haven't been beaten this year, and we're in a rebuilding phase, so it could be a tough day for the Magpies, but hopefully the boys have saved their best for the arch rivals in Wedderburn. We've also got a past players day with a reunion of the 82 premiership, the 2008 premiership, and a reserve premiership, not sure of the year in there, with a lot of past players and past legends of the club coming back. So it'll be a great day for anyone. The weather's going to pick up. If you're looking for something fun and enjoyable day out to catch up with people you haven't seen for a few years, come along to Boort Park on Saturday. It's sure to be a really entertaining day.
I'm sure it will be. That's great to have a reunion. You know, Boort's had a lot of success over the years. Wedderburn has. All of our football clubs across Loddon have had some great success, and it's really good to get out and enjoy local sport when you can.
Absolutely, Dan. Like, sport's just a major part of Loddon. It's such a healthy communities, and with sport, and I think we're going to allude to shortly about the upgrades at the tennis court. You know, there's some positive things happening around sport, but that's not what we're all about either, Dan. We're continuing to lobby government for funding for our roads, which is, at the moment, it's in the news every week, but we are striving hard to get some money to improve our roads. So the constituents of Loddon need to rest assured that we are doing our best on that one.
Yeah, that's right. There's a few things we could touch on there, but I think you mentioned, David, we were at Nolan Park just earlier here in Boort looking at some works happening there at the tennis court at the moment. There's been that foreshore precinct development that's been staged over a few years, but we're at the next stage now around the tennis courts, and things are moving along quite okay there.
Yeah, absolutely. They've removed the old, very outdated and sagging tennis court fence. There's going to be new fencing. There's going to be two of the courts will be floodlit for night tennis, and it'll really give the area a lift. And it's been a project that's been in the wings for a long time, but we're finishing the stages that we can of our plan on the foreshore precinct as funding is available. And it was great to see a couple of local contractors win the tenders to do the fencing and the lighting. You know, a very competitive tendering and open tendering process. But it's good to see the money for the project staying local.
Yeah, it certainly is. And these kind of projects do take years of planning, and it takes a lot of contribution from different grants as well. But these projects are all driven by the communities and also driven by the councillors that represent those communities too. And we're, you know, really happy to see progression. We know it's tough, but together we do get some great results for our communities. And like you said, around the roads, we've got some pretty big advocacy positions, or even some demands when it comes to this state election that Loddon's been putting forward to MPs and candidates over the last few weeks. And even yesterday, I spent the day in Warwick-Nabil talking about this renewable V&I West project and things that we are demanding need to happen in our communities, so we're not left behind and not steamrolled. Likewise, Murray-Darling Basin, and David can tell you as good as anybody about the issues that impacts on our irrigated agriculture are having here on the ground in Boort and Pyramid and where I'm from in Dingy. Water is the lifeline or the lifeblood of our agriculture here in Loddon, and we need to protect it as much as we can. Otherwise, these towns just slowly die, unfortunately.
Absolutely. You know, the government's way behind on their infrastructure maintenance on the channel system in Victoria, and there's too much water not owned by farmers. That water system was paid for over the years by farmers through fees and charges, and the sole goal of the system is to feed the nation as well and as cheaply as we can. And when we've got all these non-farming investors in water not paying any maintenance or service fees, it's the playing field's not very level these days, Dan.
Not at all, not at all. And likewise too, Loddon, as part of the Murray River Group of Councils, sat down last year and have been very active in influencing the state water minister to use this federal assistance money wisely. You know, $150 million is proposed to try and support Victorian irrigators and communities where they've brought water from. Now, we've done a lot of work on the framework and parameters around setting that structure, not just for the now, but also years to come, when we can see where some of these other impacts may or may not be. And at the moment, we've actually been left out of that next conversation. So yesterday, the Murray River Group moved a motion to advocate, or not just even advocate. I think we need to start using the word demand a lot more in what we do now. We've demanded that they pause that funding arrangement and bring back local government and the farmers to the table to best work out the way that this money should be spent. We're talking jobs for jobs. We're talking supporting communities. We're talking supporting industry that will come and build in the likes of Loddon and help keep that community and keep that job creation local. And where we see water being sold out of the district, the jobs are lost, the families are lost, the schools struggle to get kids, and then everything shuts down. So we've been very, very strong on making sure that local government and the farmers are at the table on these projects, and are making sure that we've got some legacy money to build the infrastructure, the houses, the roads, the trunk infrastructure for more development, and supporting those communities to really thrive as we move forward. But information like that we put out in media releases, we put out in our videos, but we also have got the new edition of the Loddon Bulletin, which is in the letterboxes this week. So please look out for that. There's a number of articles and information. There's a few QR codes that you can go to. And this time round, we've also included a great little fridge magnet that I've just dropped that you can put on the fridge. I've got another one there, David. You can keep that one.
Thanks, mate.
But there's some great information in these bulletins. And in our last satisfaction survey, we actually heard from you, the Loddon people, that this is one of your preferred ways of getting information. So please look out for that. And we will see you, and we'll see David somewhere else around the Loddon Shire in the weeks to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much.